Hey everybody, Dave here, and we're back. Episode 2 of my Let's Play. Hopefully you watched the first one. You can see how well we're doing. How much of an awesome city I've built. Which apparently is still out of power. What the... Alright, so where were we when we left off? We have to turn off this, apparently, first. There we go. Although apparently that's not going to make a difference. Alright, so let's see here. What were we doing? Okay, so, oh yeah, that's right. All right, so I had just purchased this square up here and this square down here of the city, that tile and that tile. And we're going to work on moving our industrial area inland here. So eventually I want this to kind of be the industrial center with the nice commercial out here, maybe on this little peninsula. We'll get some residential over on this side and, you know, on the edges of the city. And then inside the city in the commercial area, we'll probably have... maybe a little bit of residential mixed in. I'm not sure. I know that a lot of larger cities, they have like high-rise buildings, and you know the first 3 or 4 floors might be like businesses and whatnot, and then going on up, it's residential. I don't know if they have mixed zoning like that. I kind of doubt it, but I don't know that for sure. So there's our police station. Probably need another one out here in the neighborhoods. I feel like their patrol area should be a little bit bigger. I mean, if you really think about it, this is a town of like 2,000 people, 2,200 people, and it's just not that big of a city, you know what I mean? Like one police station with, you know, however many police they have, how many cars. They've got 10 cars, so I'm assuming they have at least 10 officers. Seems like they should be able to patrol this tiny city, but I guess they're having some issues, so we will throw another one here on the corner, right about there. That'll make those people happy. All right, so let's see here. How much money we got? We got 24,000. We're losing a few people a week, probably because we need some serious... All right, we've got 1,900. All right, so we need a serious cash influx for this large project we're going to be undertaking. And we're going to have to bust up a lot of commercial to do it. But that's all right. We'll do it now, and that'll save us some time later. So I'm going to go ahead and pause this, because I don't like doing any of this stuff while your simulation's running. We'll go ahead and take out a loan. Probably take out this larger loan. How much is this? Weekly cost 253. All right, so that took out 60 grand. So we now have 84,000 to work with. That's a fair amount. That should be a good amount. Now, do we want to make this? What do we have available to us actually? 6-lane road. We're gonna go ahead and make it a 6-lane. Eventually, I'd like to make it, I think, a 7-lane where it's got the, I don't know. They have the one with the turn in the middle. 6-lane road with decorative grass. 6-lane decorative trees. 4-lane road, decorative grass. Alright, maybe they don't have one where it's got the turn lane in the middle. So I guess we'll just do the 6-lane for right now. Now we're going to have to bust up this whole area, so that's going to... We'll just delete all this here. And eventually we're going to end up moving the highway, but for right now it's good where it's at. That's going to be a much later project when I unlock a couple more tiles and stuff like that. I don't know why they're happy I'm deleting the road, but whatever. Let them be happy. Oh, that's right. I got the upgrade button here. And I have a police station right there, so we got to delete the police station. Don't worry, we'll put it back before we're done. Don't worry, young ones. It will be all right. Whoa, I didn't want to do that actually. So I want that to be a tiny little road. We don't need that to be a 6-lane. Gosh darn it. There we go. Oh, those are the same width? Interesting. Very interesting. Well, I don't know. It seems like 4-lane would be more suitable, but that's alright. We'll just do it like this and it'll still upgrade eventually. So we can't do this because there's a fire station there, I believe. Where's that fire station? Oh, it's the clinic. Alright. So the clinic stopped me from upgrading that little particular road piece. Alright, now from here, we need to continue outward. And we're going to go up and over the highway with this. Which works out pretty well, the way that yeah, I like where this is going. And then we'll just go up and over the railroad also while we're at it. And then back down. Alright, cool. So that's fairly straight. And then from here we'll I think we'll kind of do one of these maneuvers there. Alright, so that's pretty good. I like where that's going. I don't really like the transition that they have from the that's all downhill. You can see how that I don't know, man, I really wish they had terrain editing. So, like, you can kind of see that the entire overpass is, like, in a downhill slope. I feel like that wouldn't really be the case, so it'd be sweet if we could sync these highways and just have it going flat, but it is what it is. We don't have that, so it is not an option. Alright, so now we need an on-ramp and an off-ramp for the, well, that's not realistic at all. Alright. What is going on here? Alright, well, that's fine. We'll... oh, I don't know. Alright, let's bust up this area here. We'll make the slope more that way. Alright, so here we go. And now we'll drop it. Drop it like it's hot. No, that looks horrible. That looks absolutely horrible. It should be flat. It should be the way I first made it. Alright, so let's see here. You know what? Maybe the on-ramp would just start a little bit further back and just hit it where it, you know, just go over there to the flat area. It wouldn't actually hit the... something like this. Yeah. I feel that's a better way of doing it, to be honest. And then we'll just have the off ramp about like this. There. And that's actually even pretty symmetrical. Alright, so that's like that. And then this other area here, we're going to want that to be the higher up. Alright, so if you're going, you can come into town, and from here, you could actually turn that way, so I don't need to make this a full clover leaf. So go like that, and then this is where we'll raise it up. Yeah, that'll work. And then come like this. Nope, needs to be further out. Alright. Sorry guys, I'm somewhat of a perfectionist sometimes, not really. Then that section will drop. Will then match up with the highway. Alright, that's good enough for now. So yeah, whether you're going or coming on the highway, I believe you can hit the avenue. Then the avenue just carries straight over into the industrial area. So that's a good way of doing it. Now, we're going to have small roads connecting up to the other side also, but I don't think they'll have an on and off ramp. So if somebody wants to like just travel over to this side, that's fine. If they want to actually get on the freeway, they're going to have to use the avenue. That's what I'll do for right now. Eventually, we'll have a few more on and off ramps and some other situations like that. But I think this is pretty good for right now. Now let's see these power lines. I can redo these power lines while I'm at it. How much money we got? We got 38,000. So we'll get rid of these power lines. These are not needed right now. What we'll do is we'll cut these straight over here. Grab power off of that area. And we will redo some commercial here. Get my paintbrush back out. And we'll paint this all commercial while we're at it. Don't have any commercial demand right now, but that's alright. We will eventually, hopefully. Unless I run into that glitch again. If you don't know what glitch I'm talking about, there is a glitch where eventually your city just like loses freaking commercial demand and you kind of just peter out. And I ran into it in my other city that I had started Just when I was playing solo. Alright. Sorry, so we've got a pretty windy, bumpy road over here. And how are we going to do the... Alright, so I've got train I can work with. And I don't like how the train goes over. Trains, 99% of the time, stay flat. It's very hard to get a train that goes... You don't do just a bunch of little humps like that. They would have the highway go up and over the train. Or they would have the sunken highway, once again, which I cannot do. And then the train would just stay flat over the sunken highway. But we can't do that, so we got to work with what we got. So... I feel like there would be a road that comes up to the train area here. I'd probably end up having a depot, like a freight depot of some sort. There we go. And then off that. So we'll have streets every so often, or it'd be like a four-way stop. And then probably like frontage roads on the... Why is it doing that? Interesting. Oh, my goodness, that's why. I'd selected the on-ramp instead of the actual road. I don't know how I did that mistake. There we go. Alright. There we go. That would explain why it was acting all wonky. It was just wanting to curve, and I was like, what? Why? Alright, so there we go. Frontage road, and then we'll have another road, or we'll have another offshoot of a street. Something like this. That might curve over like that, and then a frontage road in between. And then off of that we can have little areas and stuff. Yeah. That's looking pretty good. I'll just stub these through on the other side so we don't have to worry about them for right now. And that would actually come over here. See, this is all industrial, so I'm not too worried about like being too close to the highway. The industrial doesn't care. They'd actually probably enjoy it more if it was next to the highway for, you know, more business advertisement frontage stuff. All right, there we go. All right, so let's stretch some power across. Not over that area though. Do like that. Then we'll go right over like this, and we'll put our... We'll start our industrial right here and then zone out from there. Yeah, there we go. And we also need some water. And the water, once again, will come, actually won't go under the main avenue there. It'll stretch across and then follow these roads, like so. All right, I'm actually, this is looking, I like where this is going. And we'll hit the simulate button. See what happens here. Gonna have a little confusion at first with our indicators because I deleted a lot of commercial and stuff like that, but I think it's gonna be good. Operating normally. 2 jobs available, lots of jobs. And how much did I zone over here? Not that much. All right, so now that we're starting to get, you can see where the power influence is. We'll start stretching that out to the main highway here. Yeah, get the little, there we go. All right. Good, good, good. And we will put in a... Oh, I don't have the trains available yet. All right, so that's why we're not going to do a train thing. All right, cool. And I think we're getting a good amount of traffic. So if they want to go that way, they'll just go across, hit the... There should be a stoplight there. Yep, little stoplight, and then hop on the freeway out of town. I like it. I like it a lot. And we don't have enough money for a high school. I kind of want to do a high school soon and start educating our Sims a little bit higher. And we'll also put a fire station over here. There we go. So now that we're starting to get some more industrial built, they're saying, hey, we got more jobs, more people want to move into town for more jobs, and these commercial buildings over here. Why? All right, this is another thing that kind of drives me nuts. All right, so I zone this whole area as commercial, and so it makes sense that they're like, oh, we're going to buy this land over here and build that way. But instead they start popping up in random areas, and then they complain that they don't have power. And it's like, well, now they have power that they connected up through there. But it's like, dude, if you didn't have power available, I mean, like, if there was an abandoned, not an abandoned, but there was like empty properties to buy, it seems like the next logical place to buy would be, you know, an area that already has water and power and stuff available. But what do I know? What do I know? I just work here. Alright, and they're not getting enough power. So we're going to build a few more of these power plants, although I think I only have enough for one more wind generator right now. Coal power plant, 40 megawatts. So how many? This isn't a dark area for the wind, so I'm assuming we're producing between 7 and 8 megawatts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times 8 is 64. So we're producing about 64 megawatts, give or take. So one coal plant would not be enough. We almost need to wait for the oil power plant. And that is, I need 30, a population of 3,200. But we've got quite a bit of demand for residential here. I think now that we moved our industrial across the way, we can actually start zoning some of this. I don't know. Should we start zoning this residential? I guess I'll just keep building out the way I was. I'll fill in this little area here, and maybe a little bit up here. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I like that plan. It seems like they should also have like an actual cul-de-sac option. So you see you see the lighter blue lines on each side of the road, the left and the right. That's telling me like what's going to be zoned out, you know, what are zonable plots. If you put a cul-de-sac on the end of this little road, then I guess the tip would be able to be used for zoning. But as it is, you kind of just have to run the roads up like this, and you can't put cul-de-sacs on it. But I definitely wish you could, because that'd be way better. But like with many things, and I've said this before, it is what it is. We got what we got. Although, it seems like that would be really easy to mod up, and I'm kind of wondering if they have something like that now. You know, a cul-de-sac that you can download and it puts the zonable plots on the end of the street. Was I drunk when I placed that? Sheesh. I know I didn't have to delete it, but I wanted to. Just there we go, and we'll also have a little there we go. All right, I like it. I think it's good. Although we don't have a whole lot of demand. Although I have enough for that school now. So let's throw down a high school. Where do we want the high school to be? So this is the main. No, this is the main drag over here. Where is that? There's the elementary school. We should put the high school pretty close. So I'm feeling that's the main road. I'm feeling like one of these areas would be pretty good. There we go. It's a pretty good spot for a high school. It's pretty close to the other school, which would make sense. And And houses be burning down everywhere. Alright, cool. So how are we doing on power? Not enough, but whoa, we are right on the edge. So we got enough for another windmill. Alright, I think that spot's all but used up. Now that we own this plot of land over here, I'm gonna start throwing down some wind generators this way. We'll just time into the power like there we go. And that way if I accidentally delete that later, it won't be a complete loss. As far as I've done that before where like I'll have one line. Alright, so like I've got a main power area, you know, like the top of the hill, I've got all these wind generators or whatever, and then I'll have like one line going down to the city, and then without even thinking, I like throw in a road or whatever, delete it, and then all of a sudden everybody's like freaking out because there's no power. I'm like, well, I can't really blame you. I kind of wish somebody would have said something. So I really don't like. Alright, so I've got this main avenue here, and I need more intersecting roads. I don't want too many. I want to do the whole frontage road bit, but I didn't like the way that was curved around as much as, you know, as drastically as it was curved. So I think we're going to do like this. And that's one road, and then it seems like an intersection here would be good. And tie it in like that. And then no intersections here. I like that. That'll work. We'll do this for a frontage road. Kind of up on the it's a tiered area, so you've got like buildings that'll go here, and then commercial, and then housing, and whatever will go up here. Yes, lots of donut shops and hamburger shops. My people are fat. I'm sorry. It's just the way it goes. Alright. I don't want to zone this. I don't know. I feel like this should not be residential yet. It should be, well, I don't know. Commercial, residential, I don't know what we want to do. Let's zone this all residential here. And that'll be a good place to start. So I don't want to have to go and delete a bunch of stuff. I mean, eventually it'll kind of work its way, but for right now, I think it'll be best just to work with what we got. I have a lot of roads that I'm paying for and not really using, so. A lot of abandoned industrial. And there again, I'm not sure like how this RCI indicator works, because like, okay, so they built, and then my population hasn't, I mean, I think my population's just gone up. So it's not actually gone up. Why is it going down? Industrial zones. They've kind of plateaued out. See, these are, all right, so industrial zones. Those are not industrial jobs, though. Available jobs. Okay. So my jobs and population right now are almost even. It seems like a good place to be. Not, I don't have too many jobs available. You know, I've got enough to fill the workforce demand, but at the same time, I'm not flooding the market with people. Now this frontage road should probably continue around. Like so. And then it'll stop right about here where this residential area is. And then this. I don't know. Should I have roads going straight from this one or this one? I feel like I'm just gonna follow this. I'm gonna follow the plan I've already set out. And this frontage road can have a small little road going like so. All right, so we've got lots of zoning area available. That's good. I don't have to invest too much more in roads right now before I can expand more. We're just kind of waiting on the demand to go up a little bit. Excuse me. Let's see here. Police. Definitely need more police in this area. Don't have enough for a police station. Alright, well fine. Fine, be that way. I will not build another police station right now. All right, see, this is the part I don't understand. So that little sign right there, the little popping up with the dude, not enough workers. All right, so we need more workers, right? These areas are abandoned, but yet I really don't have that much for like residential demand. I mean, a little bit, but not a whole lot. So we'll zone this out here and see what happens. I don't want that side of the road to be zoned. There we go. One thing that I do like about the way they did the zoning is you can't zone over stuff. So like if I already zone this commercial and I go to wipe over it with residential, you can't do it. Won't work. So you actually have to like right click to erase the current zoning. And it's kind of sweet because in SimCity 4 you could do that. You could wipe over stuff. And a lot of times I accidentally deleted zoning that was there. And it had buildings, buildings that were currently built, and then as soon as I rezoned it, the resident or the industrial was like, "Oh, I can't be here, so I'm gonna just delete myself and leave." And I accidentally deleted a lot of businesses that I wanted to keep. So it's kind of nice that you don't have to worry about that. Abandon, no jobs available. This guy needs workers. Not enough workers. How's our? What is this? That's land value, I guess. 3 overeducated workers. So we have too many smart people? Is that what's going on? They're all overeducated. We need more dumb people. We can do that. We can make dumb people for sure. That should not be an issue. So if I'm creating dumb people, I want to start zoning areas outside of our school coverage. I'm gonna zone people outside of the school coverage area. Where do I want to start zoning them? Like out here or over here? I'm thinking over here. I'll start doing that. So we got this coming off. And alright, there we go. I'll zone this all up. Alright, sorry about that. So I had a little mistake happen. I've got a little SSD hard drive that I do all my recording to, and apparently it filled up and my recorder stopped. So what I was talking about is creating a new little subdivision that's outside of the school area, and using that for, like, as I'm air quoting, my dumb citizens, the ones that'll take like the low paying jobs for right now, so I can fill up some of those like industrial jobs and the low wage commercial jobs. Anyway, so I built this little area over here, and then like I went down to like start doing like the power and whatnot, and I totally realized that my screen recorder was off, so had to transfer a bunch of files, and now we're all set to go again. So let me I gotta run power over here, and they will do that semi along the highway line. So we got power. We need to get some water out here. I started to do that when I realized what was going on. And even though they're like low skill jobs and all that, why can I not build here? There we go. That was odd. Even though they're like low paid jobs, they still have power. There we go. All right, cool. So yeah, I'm gonna start building this out into a little subdivision area out here. Maybe even build it up this way, and we'll use that for our low wage jobs for right now. I'd like to keep this area, fairly nice. I did notice that we've got a lot of dead people hanging around apparently, so we're gonna throw up a cemetery, and we need to get some power to the cemetery. Another thing that I find slightly frustrating about city simulators is that they think that like the only power lines you ever run are like high tension lines, high tension power lines, and they don't ever include like the little tiny like single pole ones that, for like, I'm not gonna say it's low voltage, but it's not, the giant ones that are used to carry power from like town to town. So like I need to get power to one little building over here, and I have to run these giant high power tension lines that should be taking power from like one transfer station to the next. Doesn't seem likely, but what do I know? And I also remembered that we deleted a fire station, a police station, and a medical shop, medical place, when we did this street upgrade. So as soon as I get some cash, I'm gonna remedy that. So I don't want dead people and I don't want sick people. How much do I need for this? 10,000. So we're pretty close to the 10,000 mark right now. I think I'm gonna place it back in about the same area. I had it right over here, right on the main drag. That looks like it'll work out well. And yeah, things are moving right along. Starting to get some nice higher density commercial going in. That's good. I like that. And let's see here. Sorry, people, you have a long drive. One thing that I did like, and I haven't figured out if they have it. I don't think they do. One thing I did like about SimCity 4 is you could actually click on like a building. And maybe they do have that. I'm going to try that. See if there's any places to click. Focus? No, that's not what I want. You could click on somebody and, what is this? I don't know. And so you click on a house and you can see where they work and it would show like the route they took to work and how long their average commute was. And that was kind of a handy tool because then, I mean, like, okay, so in real life, if you were living here and working down here or something, you know, that's probably about a, I don't know, 1 minute drive, 3 minutes. You'd hop on here and there's no real stops. So you can make it to work in like 15 minutes. That's not, I don't think, an unreasonable commute, maybe 20 minutes at most. But in the game, how long is that? Are they considering that like an hour-long commute or something? I have no idea. What is this little sign? Not enough goods to sell. Dino oil. Well, maybe we should get some specialized oil industry. Alright, so let's see here. You go to this, and I want to... Oil industry. Oh, I don't have a high enough population for it yet. Well, sucks to be you. And then another thing that the SimCity 4 had that I liked is that they had different levels of residential, commercial, and industrial. Like low wealth residential and high wealth. So you could see what people wanted. So like if I needed more high wealth residential, I could build more zones in my real nice neighborhoods that had like pools and schools and stuff like that. And here they all just lump it into one deal. And I haven't figured out if they have different wealth rates, you know, for residential and stuff. So I don't really know, like, all right, so I've got some more demand. Should I build it in my little, like, poor section? Or should I build it in the nice, richer section, you know? I have no clue. $12,000 for that. We're pretty close to that. So it's hard sometimes to know what the game wants me to do. I don't want to just make this grid. I don't want to just keep... I don't know. If it's a poor section of town, maybe it would be more grid-like because there's just like cheaper subdivisions going in. And sometimes that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Alright, cool. So we'll throw these in, see what happens. Get some water out to them. Alright. That's one thing I don't like about, like, I don't know, starting a new city, you have to, like, get the base going. I don't know. What I really love is, like, traffic and traffic management and stuff like that. Working all the commute and the, you know, just the way everything works. The infrastructure for the city. But to have a meaningful infrastructure, you need to have, like, a base that actually uses it. And so you have to build up, like, different residential areas and stuff. And it's kind of fun to plan it out, but at the same time, it gets a little tedious and annoying. But it's just part of the game. Part of the way things happen. Alright, so I've got my low wealth area over here. This is definitely going to be all industrial. I want it right next to this rail line. As soon as I unlock the use of railroads, I'm going to put a freight station in here. A freight railroad station. And that'll give them an outside connection. And that should help move goods and stuff to and from market and increase my demand quite a bit. And I want this police station over here. There we go. And we don't have enough money for another anything yet. That's alright. That's alright. We're doing good so far. Unique buildings. Decorative. What do they have for decorative? Ooh. A basketball court, dude. We need a basketball court. What's the monthly cost of that or the weekly cost? It's $4,000 and then 48. That's nothing. 48 a week. I feel like it should be close to the schools. Yeah, maybe across the street here. Yeah. That's nice. We had to bring in a lot of dirt for that, but, you know, it's nice. It'll work. That'll do, pig. That'll do. We'll zone some more of this out here. Keeping this one row available for more commercial. And let's see here. Eventually, we're going to want to get facility full. What facility? Oh, our garbage dump. Oh, I've complained about this before. I hate the trash before you get incinerators. Like, you can just completely fill up everything. Like, it's ridiculous how much trash it takes. Or how much trash your city uses. Alright, well, there we go. More dumps. Huzzah! What is that little thing? They're not very happy. Why are you guys not happy? Low land value. Well, you shouldn't have built right next to the railroad. What can I tell you? And you guys don't have any trash. I mean, like, I need to build a trash place out here. A dump. We'll just throw the dump right there for right now. Good enough. As soon as I get enough money for it. Have we paid off that loan yet? I think we did. How much do we have left? We owe $37,000 on it. It's costing us $250 a week. Well, it is what it is, boys. All right. So at this point, I'm just kind of waiting. As soon as I get enough money for that, for another dump, I'm going to place it over there. And I need to figure out how to guide my demand better. Because right now, I feel like I'm just playing at a point where, like, I build something and, like, I just kind of wait for demand to develop itself. And I don't think it's always going to do that. I've kind of got to guide it. So, like, I don't know if I need to, like, have more industrial, like, so I can zone areas here, and, like, I can zone, like, agriculture or something, or forest industry. So, like, if I was going to create a district, let's see here, where are a lot of trees? See, like, a lot of trees are over here. That probably would have been actually a pretty good spot to have some forestry stuff going on. We'll just tag this area and see what happens. Oh, you know what I can do? Never mind. I'm doing this backwards. Forest. Forest lands are green. I don't really see any green. I mean, are they just talking about the trees? Oh, I kind of see that's got green there. Oh, there's really some green. All right. So I really don't have any resources. I mean, there's some fertile land up in here, but nothing interesting. All right. So what I'll do is I'll actually probably just de-zone this. So I don't need that there. There's fertile lands right over here. So I'm gonna build some industrial out that way. Let's see here. Just make another offshoot here. There we go. And we'll there we are. We'll just zone all of that like farming area. And put down a district. I'm not really sure how far over I went. I can't see what I zoned without buildings being there. Don't build there. There we go. Alright, so that's all going to be farming. We'll get some water out there. And then we'll also get some power. There we go. We'll see what happens. Like I said, I don't know exactly how directly the specialized industries like affect your demand. You know, I'm not sure if like secretly they have demand for like farming and I just need to supply it, and once I supply it, the more residents will come and whatnot. But gotta rename this. The most important function of this game is renaming. Farmland. Alright, it's a horrible name. Who cares? Not operating. Operating normally. Uneducated. It's like zero. We have 0 of 16 uneducated workers. We need workers. You people are my workers. And they're like, oh, heck no, we're not working there. We're not working at a dirty old farm. How's our power? Back in the yellow. Well, I've got money right now, so I'm going to go ahead and put that guy there. And we'll come off of this right here. Barely had enough money for that. It was like, no, nope, not quite, Dave. I need more money. Alright. Start zoning some of this up. For my stupid people. I like how my plan is like quickly changed. I was all like, oh yeah, this is all industry right here in the interior area of my city. And then I'm like, well, nope, can't do that. Alright, I'm taking the long way around with water. I gotta think like I'm broke. Because I am. Alright. That'll get us started. Not any workers. I have 3 workers. 5 out of 16. So, I mean, there could be a lot more jobs here for stupid people. My poor uneducated people. Alright, well, let's see here. I think that's enough for this episode. I need to figure out what I'm going to do and probably get some sleep. And then we'll continue this later. But I want to round that out too. I don't like how much of a sharp turn that is. Anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you guys liked it. Give me some suggestions for videos or the city or whatever you want to do. I don't care. Yeah, feel free to give it a thumbs up if you liked the video, and feel free to subscribe. And yeah, let me know what you think. I appreciate it. I'll talk to you guys later.